Lake Officer Gibbs mentioned this in his presentation last year. Remember, he gave a lengthy presentation on what we'd like to do. And at that time, it was just kind of in the planning stage. With the increased activity at Liberty Lake, and since opening it for swimming, there's a huge need for an attendant out there.
I like that.
And
that.
so we're doing first things first. The roof has to be
And
fixed.
Maxine, just as a point of question, all this money that you're talking about is coming out of the park budget from the hotel motel tax?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And so this is not just, is that for this year and
That's
last
this
year?
year. This is this year.
This is this year. And some of this was from last year's, but like the 13,000?
The 13,000 was the only thing that was from last year.
But the swimming pool, the 28,000, that's from this year?
Yes, I think so.
And the
It's
30s?
it's one of those funds that can roll over from year to year. The money, if you don't expend it all, it comes in and we're able to
Okay.
expend it. So
Right, because I remember one time Matt Mueller saying he was holding it, had about $100,000.
yeah, we've got
It was
a tidy
holding.
little sum, and
Yeah.
we're going to spend this money because
got
it
never
needs
spent
to
it,
be
yeah.
spent.
Yeah.
And we're going
How
to
much
fix
do we have?
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the end of March, it was 118,000. So when I deduct all of this out of here, it's going to knock it down to about leave about 26,000 left. And I think Serena has some
Some ideas?
ideas for that. Part of it is
ideas for that, but
Well,
I've been
we know what
talking
you
for
want.
3 years about.
well, part of this is we've got to make the lake
I know what you
accessible. We've got to get
Which lake?
the Liberty Lake. The roads inside the park have got to be addressed, and that's going to take part of this. We're going to also look at selling concessions. The city will get that money. Of course, we get the
Concessions
permits
at Liberty Lake.
At Liberty Lake. Uh-huh. So that's kind of where we are now. And I've been working with Myers Engineering for the last 3 days since I've been working with him before
Longer
then.
than that.
Longer than that, yes. But we've got some ideas on filling the pond.
You mean the one on Division?
Yes.
It looks awful.
It does, but we've got to, before it can even hold water, we've got to fix the outlet. It's a pipe that's down in there in the ground and it
Overflow.
leaks. It's an overflow. But we had the engineer come up yesterday, and he and Tenny went out and looked at it, and we've got a couple ideas that we think will work, and it won't be so costly. So,
So that's why it's not holding water?
it's not holding water, but still, it's backwater that washes, when the cottonwood is up,
Right.
that's where the water goes.
Right.
It's a floodplain area,
It's
that
not,
it's a
it's not
basin.
holding as well as it
No,
used to.
it used to hold it a lot better.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's where I am. We got a couple options, and I'll keep you all informed on
Thank you
that.
for your work.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And the sprinkly thing, is that nobody will steal it? I see it.
No, that's just the base. They've
the
taken,
other- okay,
they've
the
taken
other
the
part.
other part and
Okay,
put it up.
Because I remember Blue was
Yeah,
worried about that.
he
and
took-
always- So I thought, is that?
He took that out. That's just the
Okay.
base that it sits on. So that's kind of where we are. And Joe, one of the things that I said something to the mayor about was the sign for the community garden.
Okay,
Yes.
I need,
Yeah.
we just need to know who's gonna take care of it. It's out at the cemetery. He's had it,
Zee's gonna paint it. He agreed to
okay,
paint
who do we
What?
need to give it to?
What
Z.
are they talking about?
Is he gonna come get it or what?
The Z guy, it probably,
See, guy.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, painter.
Not Z, yeah, not.
The painter that
Gaylord.
did the ones,
Not Gaylord Z.
No,
He's got his
I
little
know. I know
shop
you're
out there. He doesn't have a phone.
No.
You have to just drive out and make an appointment to see him. But he agreed to paint 2 of them.
Two of what?
There were 2, weren't there? At
we only got
point, there were
one.
2.
We only have one.
What are we
Only
talking
have
about?
one.
The sign that,
were
is
two.
for the community garden.
Oh.
We had
okay,
it donated,
that's okay.
$250
Oh.
That
to.
was 3,000.
I see. You think?
I kept 2750.
A coughing attack.
Oh, get me started coughing, I'll never be able to stop.
There were two. I know there were.
Well, I don't know.
Blue told me that. Maybe I need to get a hold of him.
Well, he works out there. We've cleaned up out there. There's only one that we've found. You haven't
Maybe he
found
was-
any more.
Maybe he was talking about both sides.
That could be.
Anything's better than nothing, you know.
Right.
So it maybe both sides would be the way to go. Put it where it can be seen going and coming.
But we didn't know if we needed to wait until, was there gonna be any stabilization done in front of the water treatment plant for those sinkholes, or where it's settling, or do we need to wait until then, or?
I don't know. I'll have to find out. I thought that was already.
And who runs out to talk to see
I'll
about
find
this?
I'll find
I
out.
think there's still a few low spots, so.
Okay.
I talked to him. He agreed to do it for 250, but it was two signs at the time.
Okay.
Hey, whatever it was, if it's one, it's one, so.
And the idea was to make the lettering look very much like, because
Yeah,
it's
so
the same size as the Welcome
It's
to
the one,
Historic
mhm.
Guthrie. It's
You want it
that
to-
exact same sign.
And to
And
make it look the same.
the idea was to make did he do the lettering on that?
I think so.
So, and at the time,
I wouldn't
so,
swear to it, but I think so. I think so.
do you know where he lives?
I know where he lives. That everybody
Yeah, when
at
you-
4th of July goes over there.
When you go past the high school on the highway,
Uh-huh.
it's the first left that goes over the railroad tracks.
And there's a little
Oh, back out by
community.
the sewer, off of Beamer
Uh-huh.
Road? He lives on Beamer Road?
I don't know
Yes.
what the name of it is.
Well, that's the way you go to the wastewater treatment plant.
Yeah, that's it. And when you take a left, Lloyd Lutz owns all those
Yeah,
old brick
uh-huh.
buildings there. He's
Yeah.
in the back corner brick building.
Big,
I
two-story.
mean, that
Well, if you've got his phone number,
No,
call
there
no, he
is
doesn't
no
have a
phone
phone.
Oh, come on.
No.
He
I
doesn't
haven't-
even talk. Have you ever seen him talk on the
But the
phone?
deal
It's
is,
like,
I'm serious.
oh.
If you drove out there, you could tell that a painter lives there, and you could lean it up against a tree. I mean, honestly, you could. And
Well, maybe I'll see if Blue will go out there with him and he
Yeah.
will take it out too.
Yeah.
ask Blue about the other sign. I swear there were two.
Well, we haven't found it, and that's one of the first things that
Because
we did
the-
was clean things up around there and,
Because there were two at in Mineral Wells Park. Not Mineral Wells, Highland Park.
Island Park?
There were two in Highland Park, and we took them both out and replaced them with the one. You know, the new one?
Oh,
Yeah.
remember to ask him.
There's a new, you know, that one that's
Okay.
dark wood look, you know, just
Okay.
before you get to the pond. It used to say phase 1 and phase 2 on two different signs.
One or two signs.
But I was also out at the cemetery and I only saw one. I saw it.
That's all we found.
And that may be all there is.
Well, you're not getting no more money out of me. That 3,000.
That 2750 is gone anyway.
Oh, excuse me,
Hey,
I'm
what's
so
the
sorry.
last thing on here?
That's-
Any comments from members of the board?
I was looking at number 10.
Adjournment.
You're real slow, Joe.
Well then, we're adjourned.
Hey.
Oh,
You're
thank
supposed
you.
to pound or something.
I'm really sorry, you guys, I was late. but I
Oh,
was
that's
heavy
all
and I
right.
got
I
stuck.
guess so next meeting's July.
It's July the
It's
17th.
amazing I didn't get a speeding ticket on the highway. I was trying to get back so quick. And then, when I came upstairs, I saw them. We haven't met up here in a long time. at least-
No, we were here last time. Oh, you
I
weren't
wasn't here.
You weren't here.
So, I mean, all of our meetings have been down there, and I walked out and I went, well, I got
Well,
the
that's
wrong
it.
night. And then I walked down the stairs and I got out on the street and I went, you know what, it could be on the third floor.
And this is your last meeting.
It
Why is it? What?
By the way.
What?
Well, yeah,
He's on the other board
What
and
other
I'm
board?
on the planning commission.
so,
Oh, he came
Well-
on his knees begging, saying, get me off that parking lot.
I did not.
But planning
So
board-
you're giving up your,
okay,
Yes.
all right, thank you.
But you know what? That's really important, the planning.
It
thing, and I
is, even
think-
though we never have any meetings.
Is Van? No, Van's on some boards they just created. It's the arts.
so he might be leaving you.
No. Van's on the
No, that's-
transportation board and
He's on that arts deal, but that's separate from the city.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a different
But
Yeah,
it works hand in hand.
yeah, but I'm on the planning commission.
Well,
And
that's
Well, we've got,
You got a big one coming up, you're not gonna be happy with that one.
Zachary Clorio
When is it?
is a new member.
Okay, well, that.
Do we vote on
because
a
I'm, you know,
chairman?
the other thing, I'm gonna be out of
The
town
next-
almost the
next
entire
meeting.
month
Oh,
of
yeah.
June.
So then now, right now.
That's
we have-
yours.
right
Oh.
now we
Well, I'm just
Oh.
moving over that
Oh, so
side.
you won't have to carry it.
Yeah.
Right now, we have you and me and Dan and Ben.
Okay.
Dan? Who's Dan?
They'll bring you a
Zach.
vote on it pretty
Zach.
quick.
Zach, Cloris.
Zach Clory.
Yeah, because
So
I've
we've
been
got
on it
one-
for 6 months and we've had.
I've
2
had
meetings.
one application come in, it hasn't got to him yet, but, I'm sure it will very soon.
Well, that's
Okay.
more reasons for you to buy me beer and hang out at Vintage and listen to those fabulous bands. They're bringing in that you can't even talk, they're so breathtakingly beautiful.
What?
The bands that the Vintage is
Oh,
bringing
he's
in.
still, so he's still open and doing well.
I would
Yes.
Well, of course.
So is this
Oh,
your,
wow.
is this his last, is this his last time
No
here?
problem.
Is this your last meeting here then?
Gonna miss you, that doesn't mean you can't come visit us.
Okay, I'll
You
see
sound
you
better
around.
than the mayor.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, like I'm not still gonna talk to you guys? Please.
That's, well, yeah, because they've had, last week they had a band from Tulsa that was fabulous. The week before
I
that,
don't like
they
to
had.
go there unless I'm singing.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you-
And I like for him to
He goes
sing, 'cause he
karaoke.
sings to me.
That's right.
He does karaoke apparently.
Or unless you're just hanging out and
I
talking
know,
to
I've
me.
heard that.
I was gonna call you
I
and
haven't heard
tell
it,
you.
But I've heard he can, yeah.
I was gonna call and tell you too, and then I never got around to it.
Well, I'll get you one of those round tuits, okay?
Yeah.
What's the round to it?
No, I was gonna call you and tell you.
Oh, that you were,
I could have done that, couldn't I? That's not a,
you were.
unless I called them in a group call, that would have been.
To say you were,
That
this was
was
your
it.
last time.
Yeah, I didn't know it was my last time.
Tell
I
your
thought
dad
maybe-
we're really gonna be working on it.
I will. That will thrill
I know
his
it
heart.
bothers him.
It
That
does.
It really
I wish,
bothers him.
I should show you the text. I get these texts from my dad. Sure looks nice when I drive in and see that mud hole on the way into town.
Tell him
And then he
I'm
said,
working.
if I was a young man, this is what he told me, he said, if I was a young man, I'd champion that cause. Well, you
Is that a
know,
hint?
Well, we're
yes.
to the-
And then he set up an appointment with Maxine and
I thought it was
Serena.
here, yeah.
And then on the way down there, I said, they're not gonna believe for once, they're gonna think that I've got you.
No,
Well, that's
I
what,
knew-
I
I knew
said,
you.
I said, they're gonna think that I pulled you into it when it's you pulling me down there, so.
No, he's sweet, he's
Well, it
sweet.
sounds like
Yeah.
maybe you're gonna get it. figured
Well,
out.
I'm gonna
It'll be
try,
pretty.
I'm working
It is-
hard. I
It is
have
pretty
really-
when that water's
Yeah.
shooting up. but-
Call me.
Well, I will.
Okay.
We can talk
Okay.
anytime we want to
Thank you
now.
all.
I guess it's
I'm
under
tired.
sea work, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can call
Oh,
me.
yeah, oh, well, cause yeah.
Cause see, we won't be in violation of any
No,
No,
public
that's only
meeting
if you
record.
have a quorum. You and I could talk all we wanted, right?
Well, now it doesn't matter, so
Now it
No, it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter, we and I can.
now you can just call him and bother him anytime.
Yeah. That's
Yes,
right.
That's right.
Okay, well, I'm
Yeah.
going. We'll see
Okay,
y'all.
bye-bye.
Okay.
See you later.
I'm gonna go too. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Request was brought to me,
Mm-hmm.
beside the nursing home on Oklahoma and Oak, on the east end.
Mm-hmm.
On Oak in Oklahoma is also that hair salon or
Uh-huh,
something.
uh-huh.
Right.